This is my video for CIS220 Object-Oriented Programming class with a week of Sunday date, September 1st. We worked with Lucidchart to create use case analysis and sequence diagrams, as well as a problem statement to kind of figure out exactly what we want to do with our Enigma machine. So when I looked up a problem statement, which I had never made before, I saw this basic outline of an ideal, reality, consequences, and proposal, and wrote up a short little bit for each of them. So for the ideally we will be able to take in any message and encrypt it while also being able to decrypt it. Obviously we'd like to be able to do it in any language, and it would fully emulate the Enigma machine. Reality is just English is all we really need, and doing any others would be incredibly difficult since I don't know any other languages at least. But being able to encrypt and decrypt the majority of English messages should be enough. And you also can't perfectly copy an Enigma machine in the digital world that we're trying to program it in. So for consequences, you have to be able to have really good troubleshooting to make sure that your messages, even with weird symbols and certain spacing, can still encrypt and decrypt, or at least don't cause the software to crash if there is an issue and just sends it back the message saying there's an issue. So our proposal is to work as a team to create a device similar to the Enigma machine as reasonably possible to create a program to encrypt and decrypt messages in English, include all letters, numbers, and most common punctuation and symbols. And I think we're on a pretty good pace to be able to get that done, and I think we'll be able to figure out this proposal fully. So if we go to the use case diagram, we'll really only have the user as anyone that's interacting with it. That doesn't have any other sections to it, it's just one person. And then the main situations will be an encrypt message, decrypt message, or if you want to go to options and change the number of rotor wheels or change how many there are in their starting position. And then down in the sequence diagram, it's a little small, so I'll zoom in a bit. There aren't too many different people interacting in this diagram. You have the actor, the user who's going to be wanting to encrypt or decrypt a message. You have the user interface, the plug board, and the rotors. We start with whether we want to encrypt or decrypt, and each one will have the alternative where if we go to encrypt a message, if all the text is contained within the letter set and plug board, it will go through, convert to the letter set, and go into the plug board, and then we can send it through the rotors, and then send the converted message back to the plug board, through the plug board back to the user interface, and send a message to the user saying that we encrypted the message and display the message. But if that text has an invalid symbol, we just send it back to them immediately. And for decrypt, it's the exact same situation, but we just, technically it goes backwards, but you can't really show that very well in this sequence diagram. But that's all the work I did for this video. I think these sequence diagrams and use case analysis was very interesting. I thought it really helped to set up the project and explain what I would need to do and how it might be done. And that's it.